Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Welcome back, sunshine. A little bit warmer, a little bit breezy, but boy, do we have a trend that is going to be warming things up.
Two former Michigan State University football players in court today for the first time since a campus sex assault investigation started more than 4 months ago. And police removed 32 dogs from a Detroit home after finding a woman dead inside. But first, we begin with a jogger attacked at a popular park. It happened in the middle of the afternoon yesterday on South Huron Road in Oakwoods Metro Park. That's where we find Local 4's Rod Maloney this noon. And Rod, what do we know about the man I understand is in custody over this?
Well, what we know now is that there is a warrant for him, or at least there's been a warrant brought to the prosecutor's office. The question is, will they arraign him today and on what charge? We're still waiting to hear all of that information. But out here at the park, it's business as usual, and people are trying to decide whether it's safe or not. The Oakwood Metro Park is one of those often talked about gems. Nearly 2,000 acres of beautiful wildlife-laden greenery and trails to walk, jog, or bike. You can even picnic or fish. Yesterday, just after 3 o'clock, a 47-year-old man attacked a woman jogger from behind out in the more remote area of the park about a mile from Will Carlton Road. He allegedly beat her about the head and face, took her cell phone, and tried to rape her. The woman fought back and ran away to a nearby home where she called 911. Within minutes, park officers found the man about a mile away, confronted him, and discovered he had the woman's cell phone. They arrested him. Out on the trails today, we found Kim Ferns, who was surprised to hear about the attack. Do you feel safe out here?
I do, yep.
When you hear about a woman getting assaulted in here, what do you think about that?
I feel like that can happen anywhere. So, I mean, it happened here, but it's also happened so many other places, so it's not going to stop me from coming here. Like, you just have to be aware, and hopefully, you know, like, there's enough people around that hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Now, there are a lot of people out here, and the reaction that we get is people can't believe that it happened here because they say it's a busy place and it's a safe place. There are officers around here on a regular basis, and they don't worry about their safety. To hear about something like this is a big surprise, but then again, it's one of those things that, like she said, it does happen in many places that you may not expect. So we'll be waiting for an update on what's to happen this afternoon. We'll have more on Local 4 News at 5. Reporting from New Boston, really, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Rod, thank you. Breaking news just into our newsroom. A man from Detroit is charged in an armed robbery that led to that shooting of an off-duty police officer earlier this week. The officer was off duty at the time and was leaving a liquor store at Gratiot and Shane when a man confronted him with a gun. The two exchanged gunfire. The officer was wounded. The gunman was killed. 19-year-old Kevon Robinson is accused of having participated in that Sunday night robbery. He is expected to be arraigned this afternoon. So we have a very strange morning that unfolded here in Detroit. Paramedics, police officers, and animal control officers all responding to a home on Detroit's east side. Not only was a woman found dead inside, but there were also 32 dogs found in the home as well. Nick Monticelli has been covering this story for us throughout the afternoon, and there's still so many unanswered questions, Nick. And one is this 911 call, not one call, but two calls made to that same house.
Well, so what happened was after the first call, paramedics came to this house on Detroit's east side near McNichols and Gratiot, and the victim's brother told paramedics everything's fine. Go ahead and leave. Meanwhile, his sister was laying on the floor practically dead after hitting herself in the head after a slip and fall. So then paramedics came back a second time after a different 911 call. They tried to get in, and that's when they encountered those 32 dogs. All morning long, it was a constant parade of dogs as they were removed from this east side home, one after another after another. There were even puppies taken out. But that is how this story ends. It began at 2:15 a.m., a 911 call saying someone here needed help. Paramedics arrived and they were told by the victim's brother they didn't need anything and to leave. But then about an hour later, the victim's mother ran next door.
She said, call 911, please call 911. My daughter slipped and fell, and she's bleeding all over the place.
But when paramedics came, again, they couldn't get to the woman because of all the dogs. So police were called and they helped get the dogs back out of the way and get the woman out, who is 47-year-old Kim Burton. It turns out she was likely dead hours before the first 911 call after that slip and fall when she hit her head.
You don't see them, don't hear nothing from them. All you hear is a gang of dogs.
Neighbor Orlando Jameson was not surprised to hear what happened. He knew the dogs were in there and had an idea the living conditions weren't the greatest based on the smell.
Feces, rotten wood, urine on everything, and urine make ammonia smell.
A total of 32 dogs were found inside. They were allowed to keep 4 of them, and animal control officers say they all seem to be well taken care of. And animal control officers also took those dogs back to their center to have them checked out. They say once they all check out, they will work with their partnering agencies to put them all up for adoption. We're live here on Detroit's East Side. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Nick, before you go, it seems strange that the brother turned away help, especially if it was likely that she was dead or dying before the call was made.
It's a very strange situation, and I did have a chance to talk to family members. They can't really describe or kind of comprehend that. They also can't describe why the family was living in filth, but they did mention that there were some small mental capacity issues there. Police said there may have been some heavy drinking the night before. No one really knows why that happened, but it certainly is a big question mark why you would turn away help.
Well, it's certainly a tragedy that unfolded there no matter what. Nick, thank you. Donnie Corley and Josh King facing a judge this morning. These are 2 of the 3 former Michigan State University football players charged with sexually assaulting a student on campus back in January. Our Jason Colthorpe has been following this story for us and brings us the latest this noon. Jason?
Rhonda, today had to feel like a tremendous low point for Donnie Corley. It wasn't long ago he was setting freshman records on the field at Michigan State, and before that he was here at King High School helping win a state championship. Remember, he was the one that made that last-second Hail Mary catch for a touchdown to win the state championship. Today, though, much different circumstances in court, fighting rape charges to which he says he's innocent.
The morning began with Donnie Corley arraigned on third-degree criminal sexual conduct. Like Demetric Vance yesterday, the court allowed him 10% of a $10,000 bond to be released. Later, Josh King was arraigned on first and third-degree CSE, plus another charge of taping and sharing the incident. But his attorney says that charge is the key to proving King and Corley and Vance are all innocent.
He handed over his cell phone, which do contain videos of the alleged incidents on his phone. And we believe those videos, had the police been able to open them and access them, would completely show this was a consensual sexual act between my client and the complainant and the other young men involved in this case.
Regardless, the judge imposed a much stiffer bond of $25,000 in full, considering the extra charges and the fact King lives in Illinois.
The fact is, he lives outside the state and wants to continue to live outside the state and be beyond the court's jurisdiction. So I think the bond I've suggested here and impose is pretty modest under the circumstances.
King was not able to post that bond and was taken away in cuffs to remain in jail.
Now, as their attorneys all argued for a lower bond, they all mentioned that their clients all cooperated with this investigation from the beginning. And police have testified, yes, they voluntarily came in for interviews, but originally they all denied even knowing the victim in this case and later changed their story to say the sex was consensual. All 3 former players now will be back in court next Thursday. Rhonda?
All right, thank you, Jason. Very troubling case. We're going to turn our attention now to the temperatures outside, and Brandon, who is watching the sunshine and warm us up.
About as warm as it got all day yesterday. That's what we're seeing right now. The one exception, East Siders, places like Port Huron at 64, Harrow, Ontario at 64. Those northeast winds driving in some cooler air, but the sun makes a big difference, doesn't it? Upper 60s to near 70 degrees elsewhere. The winds are constantly blowing anywhere between 7 and 18 miles an hour with an occasional gust over 20 miles an hour, and that'll be the case through the afternoon. 71 degrees by 2 o'clock, going for a high of about 74. Again, Harrow, Ontario, or other places in Ontario, Port Huron, right on the shoreline of Lake Huron. Likely not going to quite get that warm, but close. For tonight, whether you're heading to the ball game, Tigers and Angels 7:10 first pitch, or you have any other outdoor plans, clear skies. The winds will be calming down around 6 o'clock and temperatures falling off a little bit through the 60s. Who's ready for 90s? At least the chance. We've got it coming up.
I'm ready, Brandon. Thank you. A 19-year-old behind bars in connection to a double shooting in Detroit. That shooting killed a 17-year-old yesterday afternoon on Pinehurst near Finkel and Myers on Detroit's west side. Police say that 2 people met up with a third person to purchase some Air Jordan tennis shoes, and at some point the 3 got into a Jeep and the driver and passenger both pulled out guns. The 17-year-old was killed. The man in the passenger seat was shot in the arm. His condition right now is unknown. Meanwhile, President Trump announcing today that he will nominate Christopher Wray to serve as the next FBI director. Wray is a white-collar criminal defense attorney who led the Justice Department's criminal division during the George W. Bush administration. President Trump posted the announcement on Twitter, declaring Wray a, quote, man of impeccable credentials, and saying that more details would follow. The appointment would still need to be confirmed by the Senate. Still ahead here at noon, a traffic stop sends an officer to the hospital. Why investigators say the driver took off, dragging that deputy. And you hear those shots firing. 12 people dead after 2 attacks on Iran's parliament building. Who is claiming responsibility and why the attack actually could have been worse? Welcome back, everybody. Twin attacks on the Iranian parliament and the shrine of the revolutionary leader killed at least 12 people, injured dozens more, and ignite an hours-long siege. Now, this siege at the legislature ended with 4 attackers dead after hours of intermittent gunfire. It all happened in the capital of Tehran. The second attack happened at the mausoleum, where a suicide bomber detonated a device. Another attacker there was killed by police. Iranian officials say that they managed to foil a third attack. The Islamic State claims that it carried out all of the attacks. A Florida sheriff's deputy recovers after being dragged by a car during a traffic stop. This body cam video shows the deputy pulling a car over for speeding, and as he was asking that driver to step out of the car begins moving, dragging that deputy about 10 feet. He suffered, as you can imagine, a lot of cuts to his arms, also his head, but thankfully he is expected to be okay. The driver was later arrested. He was wanted on a pair of open warrants. Getting groceries delivered to your home. It's getting easier. New at noon, what MEIJER just announced that will impact nearly a dozen communities. Brandon?
Well, this is a pretty good poker hand, Rhonda. 3 of a kind, 68, Ann Arbor, Pontiac, Metro Airport. Good looking temperatures now, but a big time June heat wave looms. We're going to ride that wave next.
It's the hearing the whole town will be talking about as the teenage informant turned drug dealer, once known as White Boy Rick, gets his shot at freedom. And Rick Wershey is only talking to the defenders.
It's a big day. I mean, 30 years in the cage and I have a chance to get my life back, and it's nerve-wracking to say the least.
Working for the cops at the age of 14, busted selling drugs at 17, he's been behind bars for 29 years.
I'm not the person that the media made me out to be 30 years ago.
About to be face-to-face with the parole board. See what Wershey's strategy is to finally be set free. The defenders tonight at 11.
Welcome back, everybody. We were just talking about what a great day it is to be outside and be active. Tennis, golf, ride your bike, take a walk.
Even better tomorrow because the wind is a little pesky,
A little
but
breezy today.
It's not terrible. I mean, the sky conditions are great, but yeah, tennis and golf, you know, sometimes the gusts of 20 to 30 miles an hour can play a factor. But here's a beautiful look from TC Cool on our Local 4 Storm Pins. Tom Holzer Ford and Metro Airport. A beautiful shot here. This is a free app, Storm Pins, under WDIV. And where do we get our official numbers from in the weather department, Metro Airport. So 68 degrees right now, looking down at Campus Martius, looking good. Northeast winds are 16 and again gusting even stronger. The barometer over 30 inches, and that means we are very stable. So here are some of those wind gusts, and just to show you the wind direction coming from Lake Huron, and that means our north zone will be a couple of degrees cooler throughout the afternoon, around 70 degrees, some of us getting a little bit warmer than that, but those winds will be a little pesky through the afternoon and then dying down perfectly this evening. 74 today, beautiful sunshine, and again a little cooler north. Double Nichols 55 overnight, clear skies, very pleasant. Again, those winds start to calm down. If you have plans to head out tonight, maybe you're going to the Tigers game, need to get one back tonight. Big Buck Farmer on the mound for your Tigers. We have tailgating around 70 and less breezy throughout the game. Temperatures falling through the 60s. Could be sweatshirt kind of weather for some, not saying for all. It's going to be nice, but cooling. As we look at the sky conditions, everything is beautiful. We mentioned the barometric pressure over 30 inches, so high pressure in place. The clockwise flow around this is pushing these clouds south of Lake Erie, and that's good stuff for our sunshine. The problem is we don't have a whole lot of rain opportunities over the next week, and you're thinking, well, come on, we love the sunshine. You know, this is rainy season. We need drops in the bucket for getting through what is usually a dry summer around here. So through today, no problems at all. As we get you through tomorrow, more sunshine, less wind, 77 tomorrow. A couple of afternoon showers, scattered rain and thunder showers on Friday, but Saturday, here comes the heat. 85 degrees on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, Rhonda. We are flirting with a stretch of 90s.
We will try and prepare ourselves for that. It's going to be hot. MEIJER is expanding its home delivery service to more than a dozen Metro Detroit suburbs. Starting in June 22nd, MEIJER's delivery partnership will begin delivering to customers in Ann Arbor and will then expand its convenience service to MEIJER customers in Allen Park, Lincoln Park, Taylor, Southgate, Woodhaven, and Monroe. That's just to name a few if I didn't name your community. Customers in these areas can then sign for SHIP memberships, and that starts at $99 for the year. Sounds like something really cool to try out, having all your groceries delivered to your front door. Still ahead, an East Coast zoo has a new addition. Meet the baby gorilla, born with the help of some very skilled doctors.
100.3